What's going on, everyone? Hopefully, everyone's enjoying that Monster Hunter beta. Man, I tell you, the Ark creature, whatever his name was from 4, yeah, he's a bit annoying. Definitely when people keep dying and you're running out of time because people are not doing enough damage. But you know what? I get on that at some other time. But we have an interesting one here. Obviously, it's going to involve idiots who can't handle me putting Sony in their place and putting the ponies in their place. First and foremost, let's start off with a certain comment. Then we're going to get to this. You know? Sorry, I have to make fun of him sometimes. Let's start off with this guy right here. We have to roast this idiot since he can't read, right? Many times we have to say that I love Nintendo the most, right? And even if he didn't say that, I stated it specifically. Obviously, I also love the Xbox brand too. I enjoy the PlayStation brand. Everybody knows I play everything. I'm also on my PC right here, which obviously I can play my Xbox on max settings, which I have been doing. So he says, you claim you ain't an Xbox fanboy. If I was, I would tell you, dumbass. I'm not. I do enjoy your content sometimes, but uh, yeah, don't be doing that. How many times can you talk about PlayStation a day, much less in a week? So first and foremost, let's just stop right here. Stop sign. We're gonna put up 2 right here so that we can focus on that. So I don't need to claim anything. Either I am or I'm not. And I said I'm not. And if you can't and listen to that, and I have to tell you that more than once, then you're an idiot. So, Sony and their base, or Sony's base, has bashed the Xbox community, as I've told people, for 10 straight years. Even people who don't even get into it, they'll just go on their sites and they want to enjoy comments. Right? They'll go in there, be toxic on that. We see what they do on Twitter. They'll go to like I said, related Xbox sites and then sites like M4G as well, too. Download everything that does not push the PlayStation ideology agenda that they want to support and don't even criticize them, even when they're doing bad. So I was coming over the balanced spectrum. Xbox is doing good, so I feel like it's time to do that. And Sony is in the worst position they've ever been. So this is a time to be the most critical so that they can improve. If you can't handle it, then what the hell are you doing here? Get your punk ass on. I don't care. I'll replace you in a minute. You don't do Nintendo news. What is there to do? The console's about to end. The Switch 2 news was out. I talked about that, right? That's going to start in April. If you were wise enough, you would have never stated that. But to say that just shows how slow you are, or anything like that. But are quick to show your controller as soon as someone calls you a fanboy console. I can show whatever the hell I want. Show it again, right? And my Xbox controllers and my Nintendo Switch controllers. Seems like you just have a problem with me over speaking about Sony. You couldn't just enjoy the content. Just got to you too much, didn't it? Hurts too much, doesn't it? Yeah, I bet it does. But but literally, your last, you mean, 10 to 15 videos are about Sony. I'll make another 100 about Sony. What you gonna do about it? Right? Since their own base can't do it, somebody has to do it, right? And we gotta do it right. That's what we gotta do. I believe you are a Sony fan. Good for you. I don't care what you believe. I believe you are retarded and delusional since you can't read. I am being honest. Yeah, thanks for honestly being an idiot. I love Nintendo the most. How many times I got to say this, right? What is there to do? We already got the news about Switch 2. We have to wait for games and direct. What needs to be checked is Sony. Tell me when I've been wrong. Anybody. Who is doing the worst at the moment and has the most toxic base? I enjoy the show. There's acting here, there's entertaining, but I'm also genuine in everything I do. And I'm the equalizer on the Xbox side. Nintendo doesn't really need equalizer. They dominate so much that everybody already knows that. You know what I mean? They're so good. They harassed Xbox base for 10 years. It's time to turn the mirror. Was that wrong? Is it? No. This guy said, fair enough. Give him a like. Why watch his videos if he's making content you don't like? And then he replies 3 hours later, I posted this 16 hours ago. Remember this. Brother, you claim you ain't an Xbox fanboy. Now look at this page. Dude, you are a hypocrite. What a change of tone, right? What did I say? Did I even say anything negative to him? Now you see why I melted him. Dude, you are a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. That is my issue. That sounds like a personal issue that you have to deal with. I don't give two shits about your issue, and I don't care what you think. You don't even know me. I had to tell you what I love the most. I don't see a reason to lie to a ghost like you. That's just coming in my dream for a little bit to be annoying. Now get your punk ass on and go back in the shadow. That is my issue. You call out all these people about sucking off a company, and you do the exact same for Microsoft and try to hide under the guise of I play everything. But I do, dumbass. That may be true. Why even state that? But also can be true is that you have a favorite box, and it is obvious what it is. I didn't say anything to him. Then he says, why comment on my statement if it troubles you? Who is he talking to? I said nothing. Idiot. Now, let's enjoy some not some competition, but let's enjoy some humor here, and then we're going to get back to some other comments.
Of crazy good Sony first-party stuff. This is the worst that Sony first-party has ever been. Like, actually consider that. Whereas with the PS5, they're letting everybody else make good games, which is fine. I'm not saying every game sucks, but people are beginning to realize we're not going to get new first-party games until the PlayStation 6.
It's outselling the Xbox Series X like crazy.
So what's so funny is that he actually admits that PlayStation is doing bad. And it's the worst first party. It's the worst he's ever seen. And he's seeing that other people are carrying him. Bro, it's been like that. I don't know where he's been. And it's just interesting to see him actually admit that. Now, Sony fans are about to get roasted here.
70 million console souls. What does that do for me? Idiot, please explain to me how Sony selling more consoles helps me and you out as a gamer. We play games, we don't play console sales. No. I'm up to here with oh my, yeah, you got me cursing. Listen to me. I'm extremely upset because for the entire generation, it seems like everybody has an insider over at Xbox and Microsoft, but nobody has an insider over at Sony. Nobody knew that 9 games were gonna be canceled. 9, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. What are we doing? Stop focusing on Xbox, because your problem with Xbox is that you think that Xbox is doing bad financially and all this other stuff, and Game Pass is not sustainable, and the developers don't want to develop for Game Pass and all stuff. Meanwhile, the gamers that are gaming on Xbox are perfectly fine. Xbox gamers are actually getting Xbox games. PlayStation gamers are not getting PlayStation games. They're getting third-party games. And you told me that you bought a PlayStation for their single player exclusives. Sony is in trouble and you didn't see it, and that's why I'm mad, because you're supposed to be the PlayStation fan. You're supposed to be the PlayStation podcast host. You're supposed to be the PlayStation personality. You're supposed to be the PlayStation journalist that should have been able to see the same way that you can see that Xbox was going to go third party and that they're not making another console, even though they're making another console. You should have seen what's going on with freaking PlayStation, but you don't, because you have your head so far up Microsoft.
And they don't criticize them. They don't challenge them to do better. They accept that, they overpraise them, and then they're constantly still attacking Xbox. And now you wonder why you gotta have to balance the scales, right? So you got like the pony and balance way up here, the Xbox way down here, right? You gotta bring that into equilibrium. You know what I mean? Balance it, and that means you gotta be very aggressive on it, like I'm doing, and then people will start to see things a little bit more, and the influence needs to be used correct. It shouldn't be off balance. So what that guy said at the beginning of the video, like, nobody cares about people like him. You know what I mean? It's about people to understand how balance actually works, or why there needs to be a alignment. And of course, I'm supporting Microsoft and what I'm doing because they're supporting me. They're being pro-consumer. They give me a lot of good content on Game Pass. You know what I mean? Like, they're benefiting me. Whether I'm on a different device, they still choose to do that, regardless if they have a lot of money or not. So yeah, that's why I'm going to do that. Sony's not trying to benefit me. If you're not getting their platform, they're looking to screw you over. But that's a roast video right there, and it's actually correct. So let's go over to the next comment. You got slammed. Sit your punk ass down and don't say nothing again. It's easy to find them. So, here goes one right here. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4 games are still exclusive to their console. What are you talking about, bro? People been had PS1 emulators, PS2 emulators. They've been on PC for the longest. Ben ROMs. What is he talking about? You know how many PS1 ROMs have been alive for forever? You just now getting it on your own console when they've been on PC forever. PS3, been there. Infamous game series never going to PC. Nobody asked for it. Killzone series, nobody wants that boring ass shit. Most of the previous Ratchet and Clank games, not a, yes they are. This dude is dumb. What is wrong with you? What are you talking about? What does it say? Microsoft Windows. Along with the other one. Why are they so dumb? Why do you say dumb stuff like that? There's a ton of old Sony games still not on PC. Wake up, idiot. No. You're the idiot. There was a ton of Sony games that have been on PC forever that were emulated that didn't come to PlayStation that they charged you for that you could get straight up for free on PC. Shut your dumb ass up. Damn you dumb. They're not even worried about those games. Why do you think they didn't bring them to the newer systems? Facts. This is a coping mechanism. Imagine saying old games that Sony's not even worried about anymore. But yeah, you're correct. Y'all like to just move the goalposts, not even relevant. Fact. And you know what? I just saw this, Joe. So let me go ahead and give you your. If you think for 1 minute, if they would update these games, bring them to newer PlayStation consoles, and you think that they won't put them on PC, you are very naive. You are just pulling games out of your ass. You're saying anything because that's what it seems like, because what you said don't even remotely make sense if you think about it. Why is he moving the goalpost? The reason why I think he's moving the goalpost is because he's talking about old games that Sony's not even worried about. He's mad because these games is going to PC. Yeah, you see, I support my community, by the way, when I see them typing. Oh, so yeah, you see, he didn't come and say anything because he got checked. Nate will be aggressive sometimes. It's funny. But I don't blame him, though, because like you got to put them in their place. So the guy said nothing, which I thought was funny. That actually cracked me up. Okay, so what we're going to do... So we're going to go to this next guy. Hey, we got to get to him. This is funny, right? It's so interesting observing the average Xbox fanboy in this time period. I think more like the pony. Xbox is probably in its darkest time in history. He means PlayStation. They're willingly letting go of all their exclusives after PlayStation outsold them by miles. Here we go again with the hardware sale nonsense. And now they're letting go of their exclusives. They've been done that a long time ago. I mean, they're probably going to end up as just a publisher. Phil Spencer said they're making another console. Within the next few years, brain cells downgraded in this guy. And discontinue any efforts to create further Xbox consoles. Man, like, you know, it blows my mind, right? When Phil Spencer said they're making another console, we know about the Steam hybrid OEM aspects, the handhelds coming around the corner. And people come and say dumb stuff like this when that's been out in front of people since the beginning of January. And they still ignore that, or they're just that dumb and ill-read and come and say stupid statements like this that don't make any sense. It doesn't help that the Microsoft CEO himself admitted that they lost the console war. So what? Now it's time for another type of war. That's just the way that it works. I guess this is what losing a console war and overdosing on copium does to a MF. You are dumb as hell. Whether they won or not does not bother me because I'm always going to game in general because I love gaming. So the only people that are coping right now are in the PlayStation world. The Xbox community is eating incredibly well, and they have a huge year this year and next year coming, and it's going to get better and better every year. I'd be worried about Sony because Microsoft can't go bankrupt. They're the richest company in the world. Just saying, man, it's just logic. If you look at the the worth of Microsoft, they're $1 trillion company. Sony's just 100 billion, which is still good, but they can't compete with Microsoft on a grand spectrum. Microsoft's quarter will make more money than Sony ever could. The fucking quarter of the year, a fiscal quarter, a full fiscal, it make the whole generation, damn. But anyways, you can see the pain in this man's eyes as he's forced to relive the fact that Xbox is losing all their exclusives. So one thing that I don't like is when people say fake stuff just to try to justify this. Right? Nobody gave him anything because he's just a retard. Now, you guys, you tell me where you see some pain at. We're gonna go right to this. Talk to somebody that is not feminine at all. You never finna see me shed no tear. You dumb fuck. I'm just gonna have to say that because you dumb as hell. Shut your dumb ass up. I'm as masculine as it gets. You can't hurt my feelings. That's very, very, very hard to do. I got a harder still.
Microsoft for the last 10 years. Halo.
Where? Pain? What is he talking about?
Those three games are not just reliable.
Guys, like, why are people so fake? Why? I really want to genuinely know this. Why do people say fake stuff? Where does it look like that's happening at here? We're 7 seconds past the 3-minute mark.
They're always coming out. The next one's always being high.
Why would I be in pain about anything? That's insane. Yeah, you see, so people are dumb, right? That's what I don't get. But go back on this comment thread. We could be done with that, right? We just had to cover some of that. Oh yeah, there's one more guy that said something. Wait, I know I reset this video. Actually, I had to approve the comment because he was so butthurt. So let's go ahead and find this guy. We just need to highlight him real quick. What? Either it's going to be on this video or it's going to be on the next one. Let's find him real quick. We're going to find him, y'all. We're going to find him. Unless it didn't approve him. Is he in this one or is he in the next one? Here it is. This is the guy right here. I had to approve this because it was in the inappropriate section. Turd. Like you're typing. Party means you release all your games multi-platform day one, retard. We read that, right? You can't even type correctly. But he says that in order to be third party, you have to release all your games multi-platform day one. That's what third party means. Can't handle it. I'm gonna help you out, man. That's not what that means. I know you don't know how to say third, and I know you don't know what third party means. So let me help you out, retard. You don't need to release all your games day one to be third party. Third party means it's no longer exclusive to that device. Once it goes out, any day, it becomes third party. It is no longer only there. I didn't know you didn't understand that basic construct. You want to cope so bad. I got a picture for you, you know. It's one that I made for what's-his-face. It's right here. This is you. You're right there. That second video. The front page right there. When you typed that, that's how you felt. You almost lost there doing that because you sucked on it too tight, like Sony's canceled rainbow balls. All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Peace out.